All right, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling on the scriptures. Citations to you, Akib, across the world, pushing his word in truthfulness, sincerity, and with charity. And this is going to be real quick. All right, this is a video from Dabu7. All right, he actually just uploaded this about, I believe, like an hour ago. And this actually shows you why E needs to be taken out of power, man. Right along with the rest of these other heathens, man. Because this is ridiculous, man. This shows you that the place we live in, the food is tainted, the water is tainted. But that's all prophecies, and that's all being orchestrated and has been orchestrated and planned from the beginning by the Lord as a punishment to us. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to play a little bit of the video, and I'm going to get a couple scriptures, and Lord willing, this edify.
This is Dabu7, another big-time health alert, and a heads up here in terms of drinking water. I talk about drinking water often and the different chemicals that we're finding in them. Now, the bottled water is one thing. We've tested different variants, but when it comes to the tap water, this across the board is just disastrous in this country. I mean, everywhere we look, everywhere we go, we end up finding problems, especially in the big cities, with the drinking water. I mean, it seems to be everywhere. And I'm not talking just the discolored water. People are seeing that, but they really don't know what all chemicals are in that water. Now we're starting to get a bead on the levels of these PFASs that are in the water. These are chemicals that are resistant to breaking down in the environment. They've been linked to causing cancer, liver damage, low birth weight, other problems. And when they put out their previous estimate, in 2018, they said that 110 million Americans may be contaminated with these. They're saying now that that's far too low. Far too low. So you're talking maybe a couple 100 million now or more that they're saying is affected by what's going on here in America. So 110 million, they're saying far too low. That could be upwards of 200 million. And there's only 327 million people in this country. So we're talking about half, no doubt, that they're admitting at this point is suffering from all this. No one's talking about it. No one's bringing it up at debates. No one's bringing it up to your politicians, the people you're voting for. It's not on any board meetings. It's like no one is talking about it. No one is talking about the infrastructure. It's falling apart. It's bad. So if no one's talking about it and they continue down this path, then when is it going to get fixed? Or are half of our American people just supposed to keep on dealing with this, consuming, bathing in, drinking chemical water? Because that's what it is. Anyhow, that's the latest here. Updated numbers. It's insane. And when they look down here at the 44 sites in 31 states, only one location, Meridian, Mississippi, did not have it. You want to know why? Because they rely on deep 700-foot wells. Something to think about there, folks. You want to join us in the flesh to talk about all this crazy stuff? Email me, dabu7@yahoo.com. And join us in the Northern Kentucky area on March 21st for Knowledge Conference 2020.
All right, there you have it. So all this knowledge and of what this man's kingdom consists of is coming out, man. It consists of nothing but poisonous food, chemically fluoridated water, okay? And this was orchestrated and told to us by the Lord, man. It's scriptural, man. Okay, the Lord told us that we will eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles, okay? And a lot of that, of what it's talking about is our food and our water, man. So you can't tell me these scriptures that was written aforetime that was planned from the beginning by the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, is not true, man. Okay, let's get some scriptures. And this is a punishment for us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, us, the nation of Israel. Because the Lord told us for our disobedience, we will go into captivity, and in that captivity, we would eat defiled food. We would drink poisonous water. We would eat poison and live. That's why when you look on the packaging of every food product, every water product, it has some sort of chemical in it, man. And that is a glimpse, and that is a show of the prophecy. Okay? Let's get this real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 and 13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among Gentiles, whither I will drive them. So we will be scattered. That's basically telling you we will be scattered into these other nations. And what will happen there? We would eat our bread, we would drink our water, all defiled amongst the Gentiles. These are the nations that aren't the Lord's. These are the nations that aren't Israelites. These are the nations that are heathens, natural Gentiles. Because a lot of people will get simple. See, the Gentiles. Yeah, these are natural born Gentiles. Gentiles that have no blood connection to the nation of Israel. You understand? Ezekiel 4 and 13. And Yahweh said, thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles. That's including this water that we drink. And you just seen the video that I showed before the lesson began with scriptures. You've seen even the people of this society coming out and telling the world that this place is full of poisonous water and food, and we consume this on a daily basis. We wash in this on a daily basis. We take a shower in it. We wash our hands in it. And your pores, whatever you bathe in, that goes into your skin, into your bloodstream. Because what happens when you take a hot shower, your pores open up and you exfoliate. And what happens? The chemicals from that water go straight into your pores, into your system, which is why a lot of people develop cancer. A lot of people develop liver disease. You name it, man. Because of the defilement of this place and the food and the water that it sells and the things that these people consume, man. That's why we need salvation out of this place so that we can receive and drink clean water, clean food. You see? But it was prophesied to happen. Ezekiel 4 and 13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Then said I, Lord Yahweh, behold, my soul have not been polluted. For from my youth up, even till now, have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces. Neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth. And a lot of this meat in this place, in this country, is defiled. Especially in Jake's neighborhood, man. They sell Jake the worst and the bottom and the leftovers of all the meat that is sold all over the country, man. And they give you, you name it, they give you know who, the best quality of the stuff, which is still poison because all this shit is defiled, man. But just imagine if that's defiled. Imagine the stuff that our people are eating in these neighborhoods, man. Imagine the things that our people are drinking in these neighborhoods, man. Imagine the water that our people are drinking, bathing in, washing their hands in, brushing their teeth with, washing their hair. It's all defiled, man. And that's scriptural because of this devil. Okay? This devil is controlling the earth. And it's written in the latter times, we will come into this devil's kingdom, and we will eat our food defiled. Right along with all our people spread out across the world, eating the food of the Gentiles that's defiled, man, in whatever country they're in. Mainly here in America, Babylon the Great, man. This is Isaiah. I'm going to get this here. I'm gonna close it on out. I don't want to make it too long. This is Isaiah 25, or 24, excuse me. And 4 says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth. Let's go into this word languisheth. Amal. It says to be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted. So they have exhausted the resources. This devil has exhausted the resources of the earth, man. One of those main resources is the oil, man. Fracking. This man is draining all the oil out of the earth, man. This man is defiling all the food and the water and the people's minds and spirits, man. This is the devil ruling, man. You see, the wicked. Job 9:24 says the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked in these latter days, man. That's why the food's like this. That's why the water's like this. That's why the people's minds are corrupted. That's why women don't know how to be women. Men don't know how to be men. Nobody follows righteousness. The morality of this place that we live in is extremely low. It's under the ground, man. Why? Because the wicked is in control and the earth is languishing because of that, man. This is why we need Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to come back in them chariots and to restore this earth, man. We need that new heaven where dwelleth righteousness, as the scripture says, man. All right, let's go back. Isaiah 24:4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away, and the haughty people of the earth do languish. Why is this? The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. Nowhere in the laws is there chemicals. Nowhere in the laws does it say to defile the food, defile the water, put chemicals in food, defile the people's minds. None of these things are in the scriptures because these people have transgressed the laws while at the same time saying they believe in God, saying they worship God. It's a lie. These people, these heathens, they can't worship the Most High in spirit and truth. They're not Israelites. That's why the earth is like this. That's why the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they continuously transgress the laws. What else do they do? Change the ordinances. Broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. That's why these missiles are going to come over here. The Lord's going to send these missiles over here to burn all this defilement up, man. And we need to be in those chariots and receive salvation out of this place, because the best cleansing agent is fire. And that's what the Lord's going to put the spirit on these other nations. That's why he's going to put the spirit on these other nations to shoot those ICBMs over here to burn this place, man. There's nothing but wickedness and defilement coming out of this place. Therefore, the Lord is going to use those missiles to completely and utterly destroy this place. And that's scriptural. It says it here. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned. From what? There's nuclear destruction coming, and few men left. So the Lord is going to use these missiles to totally cleanse this place, man, of all the defiled water, food, people, land, animals, plants. Everything's defiled over here in America, Babylon the Great, and all the defilement and debauchery and wickedness and evil is coming out of this place. And the Lord is going to use those missiles and the chariots and the men of the Lord to get rid of this place, man. So Lord willing, I was edifying, just something quick and to the point, man. Showing you how much this place is defiled, man. And the common everyday person is now starting to realize it. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Citations to Akim across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom, Abba Babal.